Tonight's broadcast of North Dakota High School Hockey is presented by Farmers Union Insurance, Bank of North Dakota, North Dakota State Seed Department, Nodak Mutual Insurance, Independent Community Banks of North Dakota, American Bank Center, Prosaro Fungicide from Bear Crop Science, Husky Complete from Bear Crop Science, and Caprino from Bear Crop Science.
It's championship night at the state hockey tournament, and it's live on NBC North Dakota Sports. 4 teams still alive, but battling for only 2 title trophies. I'm Lee Timmerman, and we are at the Ralph Engelstad Arena for the final night of high school hockey in North Dakota. Glad to have you along with us. Here's what we have for you tonight. These back-to-back championship games. On the girls' side, West Fargo, well, if there can be such a thing, a sure thing in sports, and there isn't, that's what makes sports fun, well, the Packers were supposed to be here. Bismarck has a chance to prove the predictors wrong. On the boys' side, it's Grand Forks Red River and Grafton Park River, counting tonight a combined 43 state title game appearances between them. The Riders after championship number 16, the Spoilers trying to claim their 6th title. There were some games completed this afternoon. Consolation Hardware on the 5th place side goes to South Davies 6-1 over Minot on the girls, and then the Minot boys finish with a win over North 5-3. In the 3rd place games this afternoon, it was Grand Forks on the girls' side beating Jamestown 4-1 and Century 2-1 over Fargo Davies. How did these championship teams get here this week? Well, they got here obviously with victories. And on the girls' side of things, for West Fargo, it was a shutout of Williston in game number 1, 4-0, and then a rather dominating fashion in the semis, beating Jamestown by 5 goals. The Bismarck Blizzard in the first round also come up with a shutout, and then they had to grind it out. A 2-overtime game where HAYLEY Springen scored both goals to beat Grand Forks 2-1. On the boys' side of how they got here to this championship night, well, it was victories for Red River, shutting out both Jamestown and Davies, and Grafton Park River needed overtime to beat Bismarck, double overtime. And then in the highest scoring game last night, a game you saw right here on NBC North Dakota Sports, it was a 10-goal game with the Spoilers getting 6 against Century. Well, for the call of this girls' championship game now, let's go over to Jamal Spencer and Dave Morinville.
Thanks a lot. I'm Jamal Spencer, joined with former Fargo North coach Dave Morinville, and a great matchup tonight between these 2 girls teams. Heard Lee say that the Bismarck Blizzard have to prove some people wrong. They're 15-7, and of course West Fargo, the heavy favorite coming into this game at 20-1.
Yeah, they got a lot of pressure on them, obviously, but they've been playing very well, 23-1. Key is to stop that first line, and it's been an interesting week for both teams, and hopefully it'll be a great game tonight.
Most definitely, and let's take a look at the keys to the game tonight for both teams and see what they have to do to get the win.
Keys for the game. West Fargo, I feel they got to get in front and set the pace. Talking to their coach, Pat Johnson, he feels they've got to do a better job of hitting the net. They missed the net a few times, and they want to get in lead and get in front of them, and they just want to set a real up-tempo type of game. For Bismarck, obviously they got to stop. They want to keep it real tight, keep things to the outside, make sure they don't get any rebounds, and they want to stop that first line that has 113 goals this year.
Very, very high-powered lineup for West Fargo. Actually, giving Bismarck some problems in the matchups that they've had already this year. Yep. You know West Fargo can put the puck in the net. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. Brought to you by Bank of North Dakota. Starting with the Packers of West Fargo. In goal, Andrea Klug, Tori Holland at defense, and Courtney Lipschitz. Also defensemen Kelly Cron and Haley Walsh, the high-scoring forward combinations. Allison Springer in the middle for the Packers, and the head coach is Pat Johnson. Starting lineup of the Bismarck Blizzard, Kennedy Blair in net, Kaylee Yineman, defenseman, Lauren Bischoff also back there on the blue line, Brianna Flynn, the high-scoring forward for the Bismarck Blizzard, Haley Springen, and Jesse Binstock round out their starting lineup. Annie Cushman, the head coach. Those starting lineups brought to you by Bank of North Dakota, promoting agriculture, commerce, and industry in our state for over 90 years. Definitely should be an exciting matchup. The fans will be interested in this one. They will not want to turn away. You will see tons of goals. I assure you, both teams can get up and out on the ice in a hurry.
They sure can. It should be an exciting game, and I know the girls are pumped up talking to the coaches before the game. They're excited, and Bismarck said they've beaten everybody except West Fargo, and that's what their objective is, and obviously Pat wants to get a second state championship.
And you mentioned that second state championship. Andrea Klug, of course, was in net for West Fargo when they won their first state title in school history. She has a great opportunity here to close her career with another ring and another state championship for her school. And as a player, you got to think, you know, if that's the way you want to start, that's got to be the way you want to go out as well.
She's been playing since in 8th grade, so I think she's got a wealth of experience, that's for sure.
definitely will be tested. She's held up to a lot of pressure this year. As we mentioned, West Fargo's been the team to beat for everybody. Going into every game, they got everyone's best shot. They were the #1 team in the state all year. Their lone loss came on the road at War Road in Minnesota. So they've actually beaten everybody in North Dakota. Been a perfect team in this state.
Yeah, they got a great program and a great first line. It'll be fun to watch them.
Definitely. Getting ready to do the great intro here at the state tournament. West Fargo Packers, Bismarck Blizzard, getting ready to start. A night that these girls certainly will not forget. Win or lose, who can forget a trip to the state tournament, an opportunity to play in this lovely building.
I know the girls from West Fargo have been waiting for this for all year to be at this moment right here, and you take a look at their goaltender, Andrea Klug. She obviously wants to finish at just a highlight year. I mean, think about it. She has a 94 save percentage, has given up less than a goal a game. I mean, those are phenomenal stats to have, and obviously she's having a phenomenal year. They only have one loss, like you talked about earlier, and that was up to World, for instance, finished second in state today. Batting back by Blake, 4-1 in the state championship.
Let's go now to the introductions of both teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to introduce the participants in this girls' championship hockey game between West Fargo and Bismarck High. Introducing the non-starters for the Bismarck Blizzard. Number 2, Sammy Erickson. Number 3, Annie Dickinson. Number 5, Taya Olson. Number 6, Bailey Wickie. Number 7, Sage Barta. Number 8, Michaela Montgomery. Number 11, Morgan Grinsteiner. Number 12, Greta Gilgee. Number 13, Kelsey Hall. Number 14, Kennedy Hagnes. Number 17, Abby Beeler. Number 20, Aaron Clayberg. These are your non-starters for Bismarck. Now introducing the non-starters for West Fargo. Number 4, Chelsea Wangen. Number 6, Janie Sandoval. Number 7, Paige Lazarenko. Number 8, Rachel Monkman. Number 9, Kendall Haberland. Number 11, McKenna Ohm. Number 12, Noelle Turner. Number 14, Kennedy Strum. Number 15, Megan Berginski. Number 16, Maddie Nelson. Number 17, Mackenzie Jaskowski. Number 30, Daniela Halderson. Now, introducing the starting lineup for the Bismarck Blizzards. Starting in goal, a freshman, number 29, Kennedy Blair. Defense, a junior, number 15, Kylie Yeneman. Defense, a sophomore, Lauren Bischoff. Left wing, number 23, a senior, Brianna Flynn. Right wing, number 10, a senior, HAYLEY Springen. Starting at center, number 9, a sophomore, Jessie Binstock. These are your starting lineup for Bismarck. Now introducing the starters for West Fargo. In goal, a senior, number 1, Andrea Klug. Defense, a junior, number 3, TORI HOLLAND. Defense, a junior, number 13, KOURTNEY LOTHSPEICH. Left wing, a junior, number 5, Kelly Tron. Right wing, a senior, number 2, HAYLEY WALSH. And at center, a junior, number 10, Allison Springer. These are your starters for West Fargo. Now introducing the coaches, head coaches. Head coach of Bismarck, Annie Cashman. Head coach of West Fargo, Pat Johnson. Assistant coaches for Bismarck, Bradley Jacobson, Dana Zander, and Cassandra Caravu. Assistant coaches for West Fargo, Darren Bardall, Matt Tollefson. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your cap or hat, place your right hand over your heart, and stand at attention as the Grand Forks Junior ROTC presents the colors. Tonight's national anthem will be sung by R.J. Morin of Central High School. Upon completion of the national anthem, we ask that you please remain at attention until the colors have been retired. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem presented by R.J. Morin of Central High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This national anthem presentation has been brought to you by American Bank Center, member FDIC, your source for banking, investments, trust, and insurance.
We'll be back with our girls 2013 North Dakota State Championship game after this.
Championship t-shirt.
Welcome back to the 2013 North Dakota Girls State Championship. The Bismarck Blizzard, the West Fargo Packers. One of these teams will be crowned a state champion before the day is over. It should be a great one. Two teams with strong goaltending from both squads.
Yep.
Should be an exciting game.
Should be a great game. Jason Sauls is the linesman, David Elliott and Nathan Medler are the referees.
And we are underway as Fargo controls, and we'll try to go on the attack early on. Battle along the near boards, both teams digging at it. Dumps it into the Packers zone. They're able to come away with an opportunity early for for the Blizzard.
LOTHSPEICH's a very good skating defenseman, as you can see there in that breakout. And this is exactly what Bismarck Century wants to do, is get some good chances on, but not give up an odd man rush here.
Now the Packers with an opportunity. They're in, Spinorama, no good shot. That's blocked before it ever reaches the net. Packers certainly buzzing. Kelly Cron digging at it over there in the near boards, and now that one's
gained the zone,
knocked out. And Bismarck's certainly a team that won't come out scared, plays with a lot of energy and a lot of focus. No matter the opponent, no matter where they are. I got to see them play when they visited the Coliseum against Fargo North. Came out hot, scored a lot of goals in the first period, ended up beating North 6-1 in that game. So it's certainly a team that doesn't back down from anybody.
No.
Shot turned away into the corner. Packers will retreat.
Bismarck's had a great year this year too, so they're really happy with their program, and obviously this would be their first state championship.
Second year for head coach Annie Cashman. Her program's in the state championship game, as you mentioned, would be a big one for them if they could get it. Packers knocked off the puck. Bismarck will throw it back down behind the net and give chase. Battle for the puck in the corner. Both teams digging at it.
Here comes Holland around the net. She's been out there a lot.
Yep. You see the Packers very confident keeping the first line out there.
Excuse me.
Another turnover at neutral ice. And
they've been a long shift for them. There you can see they're getting a little gassed right now.
The Blizzard
especially Walsh. That's right. Yeah. The Blizzard have been able to change, so they're getting fresh bodies out there where West Fargo hasn't been able to make a change.
Definitely see if the fresh legs can do some damage here for Bismarck.
They're hoping for a whistle, you can tell that.
Certainly trying to hold on to it in the corner. Rest up a little bit when they can, and now they're able to pick up the puck. And
they'll probably just soon ice it and get her down there.
Blizzard able to keep the puck, though.
Yep.
Able to maintain control. And
now they'll get a change.
Now the Packers are finally able to get a change.
That was a long shift for Haley Walsh. You could tell it was like, wow, am I glad to get off.
Turnover now, the puck back down into the Blizzard zone. They'll look to start something. Blizzard will get yet another change. Something you'll definitely notice. We mentioned the strong line for West Fargo. Their first line obviously has produced the majority of points for them this season. The Blizzard has some depth, though. They will change it up, as you can see. They'll do it quickly. West Fargo, on the other hand, hoping to get as much as they can out of their top line for as long as they can.
Right. It's kind of like their depth against the first line, so I'm sure Coach Cashman is going to kind of roll the lines and hopefully keep everybody fresh and try to put a pace against this team here. Here's Springer. Yep.
25 goals on the year for her. Always dangerous with the puck. Packers unable to hold. Another turnover, and the Blizzard will try to get a rush going, have to retreat. Puck back at center ice now.
Yep, this is Bismarck's third line out there right now.
Shot fired,
Nice
turned
save.
away.
Nice save by Blair.
Blaine. Both teams still trying to set up a flow. No offsides call, eh?
No.
Both teams still try to set up a flow. You see both of them still trying to figure out what they can do and
Right.
can't do against the opposition.
I think for Bismarck's sake, they want to keep that puck deep and play it in that end as long as they can, and they've been doing a good job with that so far. They're doing a nice job here. They have a 2-on-1 chance here.
Opportunity here. Shot turned away by Klug.
Nice control of her rebounds into the corner, so the player that was coming down for Bismarck could not get that rebound.
Was it with it at the point? Fire
Hopefully
one
a tip
on.
or screen. Nope.
Shot never gets through. That one's
Nice block
swept away.
Nice block by West Fargo's D.
Certainly clogging up the shooting lanes.
Yep.
Although the Blizzards have been able to control the puck, they've been able to get plenty of opportunities, but
They have been.
only one shot on goal so far. And they will look to change again.
Baginski.
Those
She was a little
will just
tired.
launch it down
Yep.
the ice for the icing.
Yeah, she had a long shift. Her Strom, number 14 Strom, and Berginski, number 15 Megan, had been out there for a long shift, and I'm sure they just wanted to get a regroup, get some fresh bodies out there, and get something going right now. So you have the second line, Maddie Nelson for West Fargo, and you have the first line, Jesse Binstock. Square it off.
Puck tied up. Blizzard control. In the corner, Blizzard now with an opportunity out in front. That shot's deflected up into the net. Had a chance there. One of the
Bismarck's doing a good job putting on some pressure here, and I think it's caught West Fargo off a little guard. I mean, you take a look here right now. The Coach Gassman is doing a lot of changing. She's getting fresh bodies out there right away. But now here comes the first line for West Fargo. The Springer in the middle, staying off against Wick.
And that might be something that the Packers aren't used to. I know a lot of teams say what they'd like to do. Well, we're going to come out strong. Here's a chance in the slot. The Blizzard can't control it. A lot of teams say they want to come out strong. They want to do this. They want to do that. But then once you get on the ice, things change quickly.
Right.
But so far, the Blizzard have been able to stick it to West Fargo, honestly, keep the pressure on the Packers.
Keep it in that end. The longer they do, the more success they'll have.
Nice defensive play there. Even though she fell down, still able to make the play.
Walsh almost got around her. Good clear by Bismarck.
Puck back down behind the Blizzard net.
Yeah.
Packers with the steal.
Good hustle by HAYLEY Walsh to keep that puck in the zone.
Packers looking for an opportunity, but unable to control the puck, and the Blizzard have it, and here they come. Upwell was right. Here come the Packers into the zone. Shot fired just wide.
That's one of the things that Coach Johnson wanted us to do, the Packers to do a better job with, was hit the net.
Certainly avoid the turnovers for Bismarck. As you see, West Fargo will try to take advantage of all opportunities quickly. They got the puck to the net in a hurry there.
Yeah. Holland trying to get out there and hopefully get a screen or a tip. And now what you're seeing is West Fargo's making a change here. So they've got their next line out, and Bismarck hasn't been able to get it out.
A little bit opposite of what we saw just a few minutes ago when the puck was down in the Blizzard zone. And they could do nothing with it. Shot turned away. Tricky one there by Blair.
Yeah, went the other way after she made the save. But she's only given up one goal in this tournament right now, and she has 51 saves going into the tournament. So obviously she's been playing very well and seeing the puck. And she's only a ninth grader, kind of like what Klug was as an eighth grader seeing this. So you have a roles reversed here from a few years ago.
And that's certainly all you need in the tournament. As you know, you want to have all cylinders firing. But if you can get a hot goaltender, you can do some damage.
Hot goaltender can equalize a strong first line. And if they're playing well in the middle in front of her right now, I mean, they haven't gotten any rebounds against her right now. So I think Bismarck's been doing exactly what they wanted to do.
Another opportunity for the Packers.
Nice one-on-one stop there. Offsides.
And there's the whistle. I wonder if that was going to get called, but yes, offsides.
And I think that for Bismarck's sake, the more whistles they have, the better off. They're trying to hold and make sure that West Fargo doesn't get any momentum. Pat Johnson comes out with the first line of Springer, Cron, and Walsh. Like we said, 113 goals for that line. And you might wonder, is that a lot or not? When you take a look at the second line, they have 34 goals total. So, I mean, you're talking about 3 times as much. Obviously,
we'll take a break here at the state tournament. When we come back, more first period action. No score so far in this one. Welcome back to the girls' state championship game. No score between Bismarck and West Fargo. Coach, you were talking about getting a little long in the tooth during the break. You're seeing names that you played with or people that you coached.
Yeah, like Allison Springer. Her dad, Dan, played for me at Fargo North. He was a very good hockey player for us, played defense for us, and I'm sure this is going to be a proud moment for him if they can win this thing here. And a sad moment in some ways, too, seeing your daughter's career come to an end here. And who knows, maybe Allison's going to go and play hockey next year someplace. And a lot of times they do that. My daughter enjoyed playing afterwards and just had an absolute blast. She loves the game and still playing, in fact.
Top line out for Bismarck now. Put the puck behind the net, looking for an opportunity. Dumps it back down. Throws one in front, hits a skate, comes away, and Packers just scoop the puck away from the net.
Nice job.
Shot deflected up.
Nice job by Springen, controlling the puck in there and taking it up the wall and just doing a nice job. Her and Flynn have been great.
Definitely see the chemistry that they have.
Yeah, I mean, I've been very impressed with that.
Stay with her.
9 minutes to go in this first period. Just 2 shots
against Nelson, yeah.
for both teams.
A little face-off play of wrapping it out of the zone, and they did get it out.
Puck tied up near the blue line. Both teams whacking at it. Packers trying to come away with it, and they do. And they'll dump, and
it'll be a nice scene. Holland just didn't get to the line. But you know what? I tell you what, Holland for a defenseman has 15 goals this year, and we saw her let one go about 4 minutes ago, and she can shoot the puck. I can see why she has 15 goals this year. She's got a good, hard shot, but they've got to get it down in that end. Bismarck's been doing a nice job kind of keeping it down here.
Definitely controlling the tempo so far in this one, no doubt about that.
Yeah, they've been doing a nice job getting her down deep all the time.
Been able to change it up, get their second and third lines in there, and be able to stay fresh. It's definitely paid off for them so far with just controlling the tempo, not so much scoring opportunities, but certainly playing strong game that they hope to come out and play. Puck dumped in behind the net now. Packers away with it, no one to pass to, though. Bismarck clogging up the passing lanes.
LOTHSPEICH's doing a nice job rushing the puck there, but you got to share it a little bit. I mean, a lot of people find the people that have the puck pretty easy. It's the people away from the puck that you got to look for, and those are the people that are most dangerous because everybody's focusing on seeing the puck. So West Fargo might have to do a little bit better job of supporting the puck.
Sage Barter down there mixing it up behind the net.
LOTHSPEICH, you're battling away with Nelson.
Puck goes back along the far boards. Blizzard able to keep it in, but unable to control. Almost a turnover there.
Yeah.
See, Barter certainly causing some problems.
Ooh, nice shot. Almost got through. Nice block.
Barter able to pick it up and skate with it. Back to the point. Shot is
another block.
Kicked out of the zone.
Lazarenko's going to need new shin pads pretty soon if she keeps blocking them out like that.
Taking them off. Opportunity here. Maybe pass just too far in front of Brianna Flynn.
Tell you what, you know, Bismarck's doing a nice job of stick checking. I mean, knocking the puck away. You know, you can't check in girls hockey if people don't know that. So there's a big difference. There's scrums and there's a little bit of physical play, but they can't do the open ice hits or checking by the boards. But they're doing a nice job with their sticks right now, frustrating West Fargo.
It's hard to frustrate the opponent when you can't rough them up a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
West Fargo in. Pass knocked away. Puck off the boards. Both teams whacking at it. Blizzard's able to control and flip it out of the zone. That's one's into the bench over the boards.
It's been a good even period right now, and I'll tell you what, the longer this thing stays like this, I think West Fargo might start feeling the old, you know, getting a little bit tight. And right now they're playing tight, I think. They just don't see a lot of flow. This first line now has an offensive zone faceoff, big faceoff for Springer here for them to get something going.
Blizzard control the draw. Unable to clear the zone though. Neither team really able to get great offensive chances, though, despite the flow of the game, despite
nice
the
little
tempo.
backhand pass over there.
Now here's an opportunity
Nice
for the
job.
Blizzard. Shot top of the circle. That one's
Nice
turned away
save.
by Andrew Klug.
Yep. I
Able to
really like
maintain
the way
position.
they headman the puck there by Bismarck. You know, players open in front of them and move it, you know, and moved it right away.
A little bit of a collision there along the boards. Both players go down hard. They appear to skate up. Allison Springer skating to the bench spryly. Hopefully she's all right for the Packers.
Dump in. Walsh is still out there. Nice move,
stick work there.
Wow.
Opportunity in the slot. Still with it. Holds backhand shot. That's held on to.
Nice job by Walsh and a nice save by Blair.
Definitely. Kennedy Blair, the freshman, coming up with a big-time save. Take a look at the Farmers Union Insurance replay.
Haley Walsh does a nice job hanging on, patient. And you know what? Blair just holds her ground. Very impressed with the sophomore right now, playing very well for Bismarck.
Can't stress this enough. We mentioned the patience yesterday of some of the goal scorers that we saw. Able to hold on to
Rauhauser maybe, being she's from Bismarck.
That's what I was going to say. Holding on to the puck. Some people will hold it.
Yeah.
The goalie didn't flinch there. She's able to make a great move. Kennedy Blair was able to make a big-time save on the backhand attempt. She'll come out and cover this one up.
Like I said, I don't think Bismarck's afraid to have some face-offs and slow up the game a little bit. So they don't want to get a fast-paced, wide-open game right now because that obviously favor West Fargo. But you know what? You got to understand, Bismarck's got some depth too. So I mean, it's not like they can't skate with them. It's just that I think that's what they're going to do, and they're changing fast and keeping fresh bodies out there. So Cashman's doing a nice job.
Loose puck there. Blizzard avoid a potential turnover there. We'll sweep it away. You mentioned their depth. Definitely rolled out a couple of lines, and they've been able to definitely hold on to the momentum. Here's an opportunity. Couldn't control it.
No.
Sage Barta was looking for an opportunity, but she couldn't get away from the Packers' defense. And that one swept into the corner.
Around the boards here, and the D are pinching for West Fargo. Maybe they're going to try to get a little bit more activation going here and to get it in the offensive zone of keeping it in.
And Barta looks to jump and chase. Puck knocked into the Packers zone. Not held in, and here's an opportunity for West Fargo now.
Nice little pass. Nice wheels. She's got some nice skate, but West Fargo was changing, so they were waiting to get fresh bodies out there, so she had no support.
Nothing that Paige Lazarenko could do with that one. Freshman forward for West Fargo. Possible turnover. Packers able to try to get it out, but nope, the Blizzard hold on to it.
Saw the player open, just couldn't get it to her. Gron was open, but they just couldn't get it to her. Here's Holland back with the puck, or excuse me, LOTHSPEICH.
That one knocked out around center ice. Steal for the Packers, and here they come. Nowhere to go for the Blizzard.
Haley Walsh, good hustle back in that back check.
Definitely not giving up on the play at all.
He got the puck deep, and it's the first line for West Fargo, so this is a line that Bismarck really has to watch. Bismarck has to watch.
Certainly a little bit of energy here from the Packers. Opportunity in the slot.
Nice pass.
Pass to the circle, fires a shot. That one's saved and held on to.
Haley Walsh made a nice pass, carried the puck, saw the player open, made a nice pass, and Blair was there, equal to the task. Here we have a replay coming across. You can see she's looking. Should they shoot? Sees the player open, and they just let her rip, and she just couldn't. Springer just couldn't get it up and over Blair, the goaltender, and that was the best opportunity they've had for a while.
Kennedy Blair getting out, definitely cutting down the angle.
Yeah, she did. She came out very well, cut down the angle, and for a sophomore, I'm very impressed with that.
Definitely playing well. You mentioned not a lot of shots from both sides, but very quality opportunities for West Fargo. I'm sure you could say that. Blizzard are certainly up to the task so far.
It's the longest sustained pressure that West Fargo's had in the offensive zone for a while.
Blizzard do something about that.
They have been. They've been doing a great job, like I said, you know.
Tricky shot turned away by Klug.
Brzezinski coming up with it.
Pass too far ahead, and Bismarck looks to control and see if they can get something set up themselves. Sammy Erickson in with the puck, finds one. That goes just wide. Sage Barta's shot misses the net. Was able to fire one. Nice pass inside, tip just wide.
Tip.
Nice save, rather.
Yep.
Sage Barty able to get her stick on it. Definitely been saying her name a lot. She's all over the ice for the Blizzard. Unable to hold the zone, though.
Taken up.
And keep that puck in. No, they can't. That one goes out to center ice. Bismarck dumps it, and they will give chase.
Now they get a change. So they get fresh bodies out there right away. Nice forecheck here by Bismarck, by Flynn.
Doing damage in the corner down there, mixing it up, trying to come away with the puck. She stays on the ice.
Yeah. Flynn and Strom battling in there. You got it. And the referee, I bet she's debating about blowing the whistle.
He's thinking about it, finally blows the whistle.
Yeah. And I think West Fargo was happy with that too, because they saw fresh bodies out here, and so they got a chance to get some new fresh bodies out for them.
Brianna Flynn making that shift, the notable one, stayed on the ice. Once the puck got dumped in, went down, gave chase, prevented the Packers from being able to change or do anything with it.
Right.
She stays on, takes the draw.
Bismarck's
able to control.
Number one line against number one line here.
Puck's knocked down. Flynn looking for some space, finds it. Spins around the circle.
Nice little pass.
Pass back out to the point. That shot, or that pass is dumped back into the corner. Haley Springen mixing it up along the circle, tries to keep that one in. She takes a hit, no call, play resumes. She hit the ice. And here come the Packers.
Haley Walsh, nice skate.
Comes in a flash, holds.
Nice pass.
Passes back out.
Well, here we go, nice D to D, good job. Getting bodies in front.
Shot doesn't go through, blocked.
A lot of block.
By Haley
Another
Springen.
shot to the point.
That one's deflected, goes
almost.
just wide. Starting to see things pick up a little bit for the Packers, and potentially another opportunity to throw that puck out in front. Couldn't corral it to get the shot on net, though, as Janie Sandoval had an opportunity there with the pass. Under 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Still no score. Shot 7-4 favoring Bismarck. Action picking up a little bit more for the Packers. Another opportunity for them. That shot's blocked as Bismarck continues to get in the shooting lanes and
they sure have.
Make things happen defensively. That one off the back of the net, stays there.
Bismarck's just going to hopefully tie it up till the period runs out.
2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll do it. Always a dangerous strategy behind your own net. It's different when you're over there in the corner, but Bismarck certainly ties the puck up, allows the clock to run out. No score after one. Shot still 7-4.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think if you were Bismarck, you'd be pretty happy right now. I mean, the longer this game stays close like this, I think a lot of people thought that West Fargo would come in and run it up or do it because they've been on a run with all the goals that they've scored this year. But you know what? You got to give credit to Bismarck. They came out, they battled, they kept the puck down deep in the offensive zone for them, and it kind of frustrated West Fargo an awful lot. So it should be excellent to see. You know, I'm sure there's going to be some strategy talk by Pat Johnson, and I'm sure Cashman's going to encourage her players to keep it going. They did a great job of boxing out, keeping players away from the front of the net for any extra rebounds, and they didn't give up any rebounds.
Definitely, and it's not always going to be a 10-goal first period for the Packers. And they have lit up the scoreboard, of course, all season. Hasn't always been right away. So this is an opportunity for Pat Johnson to get in there, make some adjustments. And if you're Bismarck, this is exactly what you wanted. You come out, look to control tempo. If you don't have the lead, at least it's a tie game going into the first intermission. And as I mentioned earlier, they're not afraid of anybody. I know some fans in the eastern part of North Dakota who have seen West Fargo play or think, oh man, such a powerhouse. Well, the Bismarck, they're not going to come in here shy.
Exactly. And the thing, that's right. And I agree totally with that. I think a lot of people thought that people out east here were thinking that West Fargo, they've been beating everybody. They've only got one loss. And, they played Warroad tough. And obviously Warroad just finished second in state today. They got beat by Blake in the state championship game, beat New Ulm 9-1. So and South St. Paul 4-1 to get there. So that is you got a good hockey team here with Pat.
Most definitely. Standing by, waiting ringside.
Pat Johnson.
Definitely done this before. We mentioned this is 6th year won the state championship, of course, already in 2010 in this building, and that was an excellent game. West Fargo was behind in that one. They gave up the first goal of the game to Fargo North and was able to get 2 quick ones in the second period. They were able to win that game. Andrew Klug, of course, we mentioned the goaltender of that game. Pat Johnson was the head coach.
Yep.
Throw it now to John Cole, standing by with Pat Johnson.
All right, Pat, nice enough to hang around. What were your impressions of the first period here, Coach?
We're a little tight, not moving our feet quite as well as I'd like to. Bismarck's come out, put the pressure on like we knew they would. They got a good team, so we gotta do our job and do our game, and that's move our feet and move the puck, and we're not quite doing that right now.
Yeah, hopefully they get into the flow and things work out, right?
Well, hopefully.
Thank you very much for the visit and for hanging on. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, gentlemen.
Thanks, John. No score after 1. Coming up is the Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Minute, brought to you by the experts at Sanford Health.
This is the first intermission of our girls' championship game, and it is brought to you by Nodak Mutual Insurance, proud supporter of North Dakota Athletics. Welcome back to the Ralph. I'm Lee Timmerman here between periods, and so far this year in this matchup between these two teams playing for the championship, West Fargo and Bismarck, during the regular season meetings, it was West Fargo, who, as the guys talked about, had not lost to a North Dakota team all year, so obviously beat the Blizzard twice, but Bismarck has yet to score a goal, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Klug was in the net for both of those games. They were both shutouts, 3-0 and 4-0, and right now it is 0-0, but Bismarck out shooting the Packers right now 7-4. Let's meet one of the young ladies who plays for Bismarck, and if it involves something that an athlete swings, well, Brianna Flynn, well, she's going to be pretty darn good at it. The senior from Century can score on the ice. She can send a softball soaring, and just imagine how far that she can make a golf ball fly as well. Flynn will have to choose one of those in college, and Alexander Gorney is here to tell us which sport she plans to participate in at the next level.
Being an all-state athlete requires being the best of the best in a particular sport. Brianna Flynn is that with a hockey stick and a softball bat.
Just knowing that you work hard and you can see the outcome is good. I mean, and as teammates, I mean, you come together kind of as a family, you get so close, and when you work toward a goal and achieve it, it's just a great feeling to have.
Flynn is a multiple all-state hockey and softball player, as well as an all-region golfer. She is one of the top goal scorers in the state, and her batting average was nearly .600 last spring. Teammates and coaches say Bree may have the best set of hands of any athlete.
Her hands are amazing, She always seems to be able to put the puck in the back of the net.
Her hands are just so smooth, and she can do anything with the puck, and I've seen her hit a golf ball, and she can hit a golf ball, you know, a mile, and she can, from what I understand, I've never seen her play softball, I've seen tape that she can hit a softball, you know, farther than anyone in the state of North Dakota.
But if she could only pick just one sport to play?
I'd say hockey, just because it's so unique and the abilities you need to play. I mean, there's so much that involves it, so much hard work you need to put into it. And I mean, other things like basketball and soccer, like that's running, and this is where you need to learn how to skate before you can play the game. And there's stick handling into the equation and shooting the puck. So I just think it's a different kind of sport compared to all the other ones out there.
But it was on both the diamond and the rink where Flynn has her fondest playing moment.
My favorite memory is probably the same year that we beat West Fargo when they were undefeated, and as well in softball. It was kind of interesting because the scores in both sports was 4-3, and I mean that kind of sticks out to me that they were supposed to be the best team and we were the one to put the loss on the record.
Flynn plans to take her hockey skills to the college level. With the spotlight on Brianna Flynn, for NBC North Dakota Sports, I'm Alexander Gorney.
Well, Bree is obviously trying to do that again to West Fargo right here in the championship game. Both of these teams have championships in their back pocket, by the way. Bismarck won in 2009. I take that back. They were in the championship in 2009, lost to North. Their last championship was in 2007, also won in 2006. And as the guys mentioned, with Klug in goal, the Packers won, beating North in 11, so just a few years ago. Brianna Flynn, by the way, just to kind of update some things on how she is going. Her point total's now 48 points on the year. That puts her 7th in the state in scoring to go along with 28 goals. And if I'm if my memory serves, I think her batting average was .583 last softball season, and most players would love to have that as a slugging percentage. But obviously the top 3-point scorers in the state for girls, that belongs to that top line for West Fargo, the Packers. I added them all up between Haley, Kelly, and Allison, 220 total points for that line. That is simply outstanding. We are between periods. It's our first intermission of a scoreless girls championship game, 0-0 with the Blizzard and the Packers, and it is brought to you by Nodak Mutual Insurance, proud supporter of North Dakota athletics. We thank Nodak Mutual Insurance for sponsoring our period breaks. This is our first one of the day, the girls and boys championships, right here on NBC North Dakota Sports. Kelly Blair, who has turned away all those shots so far, all 4 that West Fargo has put on them. Yesterday against Grand Forks, the 9th grader was faced 35 shots and only gave up the 1 goal. And in the overtime periods, Bismarck was outshot 7-17, yet Blair still picked up the win. So she might be a 9th grader, but in this tournament, she's playing like a veteran. Back to Jamal and Dave.
You're right, Lee, and as we talked about up here, all you need is a hot goaltender. If you can't have the offense rolling, if you're getting outshot and your goaltender's making saves, hey, you're in pretty good position to win.
Yeah, you are. And, you know, Pat Johnson talked before the game. He said, hey, you mentioned the word start. And so I didn't pick up on it, but then we were talking to Robes here, and he was saying that they started out against Williston, and they weren't very good at the start, and then they came on and won. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here, but Blair, who's been playing very well as a goaltender, you get a hot goal, you can go a long ways, and obviously you've been riding that right now. She's only given up 1 goal in the tournament so far, and if that continues, West Fargo could be in trouble.
No score after 1. Let's take a look at the stats from the first period. Brought to you by North Dakota Certified Seed Producers, proven quality, superior performance for greater profitability. See, not many quality chances, not many as in 0 for both teams. Shots on goal 7-4 Bismarck. Saves are flipped, obviously, in neither team in the sin bin in the first period.
Yeah, I know. And you take a look at that. I think Bismarck has done exactly what they wanted to do, and I think Pat's a little concerned about the slow start for West Fargo, and obviously Coach Cashman's been really happy with the way they've been playing. They just want to hopefully get one and cash one in here.
Definitely, and I'm sure Coach Cashman's thrilled with their ability to control tempo, control the puck, keep West Fargo from changing it up, get the lineups that they want out on the ice. That's been the case, and surprising, neither team's taken a penalty so far, but pretty good skating.
It hasn't, there really hasn't been a penalty. You know, I mean, they've been playing real clean hockey. I mean, there was one that was maybe a trip, but you know what, the referees let it go, and that's the way they should.
Definitely the case here at the 2013 North Dakota Girls State Hockey Tournament. Bismarck, West Fargo, 2 teams that certainly earned their way here with hot goaltenders. Andrea Klug for the Packers, been doing it her whole career. And mentioned Blair and how well she's been doing. They've both been turning them away. Let's take a look at the shot chart from the first period in this game. See, not many opportunities for West Fargo, most of them coming from the right side, and Blair was able to get over all of them.
No rebounds either, even though they didn't very many shots. They didn't get any second shots. So obviously Bismarck's been doing a good job of packing it in and keeping shots from the outside.
Kenny Blair corralling all the rebounds. See, Bismarck's shots coming from a little further away. They can't get the opportunities that West Fargo's getting, but they are getting some shots on net, scattered from all over the ice.
And you take a look at the one shot right out in front, you call that the house. You know what I mean? And one thing that West Fargo hasn't been able to go is get into Bismarck's house, as you say, and obviously Bismarck had a chance to get one here in West Fargo's house and get a chance to score. So it's going to be an interesting, I think West Fargo's going to need a real good start, and I think Bismarck just wants to keep it going. Like I really emphasize a lot in these second periods, you can get pinned in because obviously you switch ends, longer plays for your defenseman to skate to make a change. So, I mean, big time, if you can pin somebody in and you can get some changes, get fresh bodies out there, it can be a long shift and that can result in goals.
Definitely. We're going to take a break here. When we come back, we'll drop the puck on the second period. No score after 1. Welcome back to the Ralph Premier Hockey establishment in the country, one of the finest places to take in a game. And, of course, the players love playing here. And, you know, the girls on these 2 teams are thrilled to be here today as well. Packers come out quick with a shot that never reached the net, but they're certainly buzzing here. Allison Springer.
To the point for Holland, leading scoring defenseman on the team.
Shot hits a skate, doesn't get through. Opportunity out in front.
Rebound,
That shot goes
just missed.
wide.
just like Coach Johnson talked about. They got to get shots on goal.
Makes you wonder what happens in these locker rooms during the intermissions. What does the coach say? And we've got icing, and that puck will come all the way back down to the Blizzard zone.
Well, it just seemed, you know, what I think what happened with West Fargo, they came out playing the game at the start. You're playing not to, you know, instead of to win, you're playing it not to lose. And in some ways, you're worried about making a mistake too much. And I think he's telling them we got to take charge and initiate more. And in hockey's an aggressive game. You got to have a little passion, a little aggressiveness, and they just didn't come out with that.
Well, Coach Cashman's squad certainly came out with the passion and the aggressiveness. What do they say? You know, 0-0.
Keep going. Well. Yeah, keep going. Keep protecting your house, you know, and keep going after it and getting shots on goal. And I think biggest thing I've seen is nobody's really gotten any second shots, any rebounds. You know what I mean? There hasn't been any second shots. And as you know, in hockey, you score a lot of goals on rebounds.
Kind of get the feel that that goal, that first goal for either team might come on a mistake or a rebound.
The way this game's going, it could be only a one-goal game.
The longer the game goes, the more important. All those little mistakes might come. Opportunity in the slot, shot. Saved, held on to by Kennedy Blair.
Yeah, nice job, nice save. And I'll tell you what, that was a good opportunity, and they were right inside the top of the house there, and she just couldn't fire home. Here's the replay. Tees it up, lets her rip. Nice shot. Blair there, equal to the task. And I'll tell you what, that's pretty nice. You can get a girl that's well, we've seen Klug, he's been playing since 8th grade. This girl is a 9th grader playing as well as she has. You know, what a confidence booster for your whole team.
How about that symmetry? You have Klug, who started her career as a 8th grader, won a state title as a freshman. Now she's a senior trying to go out with another state title, and an opposing goaltender, a freshman looking for her state title. So
be an icing. Didn't quite get to the line there.
Don't
want to jinx it, but and I'm sure Robes wants this. Are we going to have a 6 overtime game like the girls did yesterday with Minnetonka?
Let me knock on wood real quick. I'm sure you're jinxing things. Everybody would be thrilled with some bonus hockey. Who doesn't love bonus hockey? 6 overtimes. Wasn't that game nuts?
6 overtimes with Lakeville North. Yeah.
Longest game in girls Minnesota hockey history.
You bet. At the state tournament.
No doubt. No doubt. Very impressive game there. So Blizzard looked to bring this one in, and Sage Barta crashes down hard behind the board. She gets back up. Packers pick up the puck, and now they're away. And they'll dump and change it up. That puck goes up out of play.
You see a lot of teams worrying about their changes here, and you saw that there. She knew she was a little tired. She wanted to get to that red line, get it over, and the puck went on edge. She fired into the bench, and it's just you know.
Nice fan support here from both squads. Being able to look and check out the signs and all the love that the fans are showing here at the state tournament. The Packers making the short trip. Bismarck, of course, with a little longer trip coming out here, but both fans showing a lot of love.
Supported very well here.
Packers looking to break out. Now they have an opportunity.
Noticed her a few times here, Haley Walsh.
Yeah, here comes Haley Walsh with a shot. That goes high, sails over the crossbar. And as a coach, you talk about if you're going to miss the net, you don't want to miss wide with an opportunity for it to bounce off the boards, create a rebound going the other way to the other team. That didn't hurt West Fargo there, but that usually is the case where the shot goes high off the glass and will pop all the way back out.
And I'm sure Haley Walsh wished she had that again, because she had a nice opportunity to get a shot on goal. Here's Cron breaking down the side. If he got a shot on goal, she might have gotten a rebound for a cash in, but I thought he saw something and just teed it up and missed.
And those goal scorers get the big eyes when they get an opportunity like that.
Yeah, I think she saw a little top shelf on the glove side, but she just shot a little wide.
Missed the peanut butter jar.
There you go. Couldn't get it.
Maybe she'll get another opportunity here. Haley Walsh carries this one in on the left side, goes wide into the net. Backhand shot turned away by Blair. And Sage Barta scoops that one up for the Blizzard. We'll sweep it not out of the zone. That one held in at the line. But Bismarck is able to clear there. And that doesn't look like it'll be icing, so both lines will stay on the ice. Nope, it is icing. That gets down there.
Yeah. Haley Walsh, she's been having a heck of a shift here this last time. I mean, she's been all over the ice there. She had a nice chance to score here, just missed the net, and she's been really a scrappy player right now. You can tell she's picked it up. So here's a little replay of her coming in. Makes a cut, just doesn't get it. I mean, I'm sure she was starting to lose control, and she just wanted to chip it on net and get it out in front. Would have been nice because it maybe had a rebound.
Look at your Farmers Union Insurance replay. Another opportunity for West Fargo in the house. Now it's turned away. by Blair. A little bit of a difference. We talked about how West Fargo's opportunities in the first period all came from the circle or from the side of the net. Well, now they're all coming from point blank right in the middle of the ice.
Agnes for Bismarck coming down the ice here.
First shot right at Klug. Rebound bounces out into the corner now. Agnes with it again. Another opportunity. Ooh. That one's tipped, and now the Packers with an opportunity possibly for a 2-on-1, but Bismarck gets back and they'll take control of that puck. Things will
Good
change.
hustle by Andrea Dixon there for Bismarck to get back and hold that thing. If that pig would have been by, it would have been a 2-on-1.
Shot from the line goes wide, and things change quickly. Now Bismarck with the offensive opportunities, and there's a turnover. Bismarck now trying to get some offense going. Unable to hold the puck in the zone, though. It's knocked down at center ice and dumped in by the Packers, and they look to change.
Here's Bischoff, defenseman coming around the net. She's their leading scoring defenseman on the team. For only a sophomore, that's pretty good. 7 goals and 17 assists this year.
Puck swept into the corner. Both teams battling at it. And here comes Bismarck now. Packers get back and break that one up with a little bit of defense. Haley Walsh gets back, and, or excuse me, Paige Lazarenko gets back and breaks that one up.
Nice hustle by her. Getting that third line out here, getting a little aggressiveness here.
That one's held down, and
oh boy,
look out. Oh,
could be a penalty.
No penalty there. Oh, what's the call? Looks
hand
like
pass. He called hand pass. So that was interesting. I thought maybe he called a penalty there, but you know what? It was a hand pass, and that was the right call for that. That's for sure. Definitely. Referees are letting them play a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that was a debatable call. I think it'd be a little ticky-tacky if you'd have called that.
You don't call every physical hit. Obviously, we mentioned you can't hit in girls hockey, but sometimes it's unavoidable. But
yeah, right.
Every time that someone hits the ice, you see the fans yelling for the call, and officials certainly have that idea to let them play.
Yeah.
One-time shot just wide. That one misses the net. Packers with a quality opportunity there.
You know, we talked earlier about this in the other games that we broadcast, is that you have Andrea Krug down here not getting a lot of shots right now. You take a look at the shot clock, and obviously, you know, West Fargo's picked up the intensity a little bit, but as a goaltender, you got to stay loose, because there's nothing worse than standing there and all of a sudden here comes a rocket and you got to be ready for it, and you're not loose, and that's how they can get goals.
Most definitely, and
Binstock's a good player. She's got good speed here and coming down the ice, the center for Bismarck.
Definitely Binstock with 20 assists. Great setup player this year for Bismarck. Certainly a table setter. Now the Packers with another opportunity. Skates in, can't split the D. Walsh holds on to that one.
Nice defensive play, nice try by Cron trying to get through, but you know what? The Bismarck defensemen are equal to the task, and Blair got a chance to freeze the puck, and they're going to leave all the same crew out there right now.
And this one's going back and forth quickly. Yeah. Right when you get a feel that the Packers have the offensive momentum and they're controlling the Blizzard getting opportunity, and they come down and they get a shot on net, and it's interesting how this game's going back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, it is.
Packers with it behind the net now. That's turnover.
Oh, boy.
Bismarck with the
weird bounce the way that happened. You know what I mean? That just bounced out and it hit something, and away you go.
We talked about the first goal coming from a potential turnover, a rebound, and what a funky bounce. Bismarck picks up the all-important first goal of the game. Let's take a look at the Farmers Union Insurance replay here.
It looked like it hit something back there, and there's no one. I mean, it caught everybody off guard, and even Klug was looking the other way to see what happens. I mean, you can't. I don't know what it hit. Like it hit a seam in the glass. It looks like there's steel between where the Zamboni comes out, and I think that's exactly where the puck hit. So be interesting now to see what happens here with West Fargo, if that wakes them up a little bit and start playing with a little more urgency than what they have been. They had some good chances, but they just haven't been able to get pucks through, and here they come, though.
That one's held on to by
They're not getting any rebounds, that's for sure, you know. It's a nice shot by Wangen, but she just couldn't get the rebound. And Blair's always going to be freezing everything she sees right now, I'm sure, not to give up those rebounds. And you got to give credit to Bismarck's defense. They're doing a good job of boxing out and not letting the West Fargo players get in for rebounds.
Speaking of defense, Michaela Montgomery, the defenseman's credited with the goal. She's the one that crashed the net. We didn't tell the viewers at home who scored there. She was able to come down and crash the net.
That was the one that got it, huh?
Yeah, wow. Montgomery.
Right spot at the right time.
So So all-important first goal of the game goes to Bismarck. They're up 1-0 in the second period over the West Fargo Packers. Shot from way out, stick side by Blair. Now at the circles, another shot held on to by Blair. She smothers that one, no rebound attempt.
Lazarenko had a nice shot, but you know what? One thing about Blair, she hasn't given up very many rebounds. I mean, I can't even remember one, and when there has been a rebound, the defense for Bismarck has cleared it away. So nice job of, you know, playing smart defensive hockey for Bismarck.
Lauren Bischoff went over and tapped her on the pad and probably told her the same thing, said, good job keeping us in this one.
See how Bismarck's just getting everybody in front there. There's a block shot.
Yep, and the puck's
here's that leading scoring defenseman for West Fargo, Holland. She just couldn't get her through.
And Jesse Bergenstock with an opportunity. Ben Stark, pardon me, had that opportunity, but
here we
couldn't
go.
Convert.
Oh,
Bismarck gets back on defense.
Bismarck had that player back there. It was a good play for them.
Getting down,
back there.
blocking shots, clogging up passing lanes, coming up with steals. This game's going Bismarck's way right now. Packers with an opportunity here on offense.
Oh, tried to
go out front, knocked down. And that one's scooted down the ice. And the Packers will come on back. Everybody changing it up.
Oh, lost control of it.
There's a little turnover there. Brianna Flynn.
Here's Holland with it, fires it around to Cron.
Blizzard tried to hold the zone and couldn't do it, but now they're able to dump it back down.
Bismarck's doing a great job of making them go 200 feet right now. You know, for them to get a chance to score, they got to carry it a long ways.
Yep, and here's another opportunity. The Packers are away.
Nice pass. Oh.
Stick to side by Blair. Opportunity for Allison Springer.
Could be a rebound. Oh, nice screen. Finally had some net presence in front of the net there by Cron.
Nice stick work here by West Fargo. Wow. Look at the opportunity in the slot.
Nice shot, too, right in the midsection.
By Blair. And West Fargo shaking their head right now.
Walsh.
What do we have to do to get a goal?
Good shift by HAYLEY Walsh here. Comes off the wall, sees it, does a nice fake, lets that shot go, and bingo. Blair smothers it, no rebound.
HAYLEY Walsh definitely showing the puck handling skills there. Got the shot off on net. Blair's up to the challenge, makes the save, keeping West Fargo off the board. Puck out in net, and we mentioned more Bismarck bodies there. They pick up the loose puck, and looks like they're able to clear. Got to be impressed with Bismarck's defense so far in this one.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Shot smothered by Blair, no rebound there either.
Yep. It's kind of like.
We'll take a break here at the 2013 Girls State Hockey Championship. Bismarck on the board now, 1-0 over West Fargo. Welcome back to the 2013 State Championship game. HAYLEY Walsh, impressive season, 44 goals, 46 assists, 90 points on the year.
Yep. That's an impressive year, boy, I'll tell you that.
Man, you put up 90 points. It doesn't matter who you're playing. That's impressive.
What a way for a senior to end, end her career by having something like that.
Definitely. And
sure, she'd love to hit 100 today. But I don't know the way Blair's playing. That might not happen.
The way the Bismarck defense is playing, I don't think she's
playing good team defense and getting good support from her.
Definitely shutting down the Packers' attempts. And you mentioned making them go 200 feet just to set up. Everything that West Fargo does is starting down here in the ice. They're not getting a lot of lead passes.
Yeah, they lost the face-off in their own zone, which is very important for them,
Yep. Lead pass hits the back of the skate.
Just not handling it real well right now.
Walsh can't control that one.
Ooh, that could have been dangerous.
Bad, yeah. Certainly buzzing around. Sage Barta for Bismarck is making plays defensively.
Bart has been very noticeable on the ice, especially defensively, by knocking the puck away an awful lot. She's been very good with her stick.
She's gone down into the corner. She's mucked it up down there as well.
Yeah. Oh. Game's picked up a little pace more than what it had earlier.
Especially along the shots. West Fargo starting to increase their shots a little bit. We mentioned how they only had 4 in the first period. They're up to 15 now.
Yep.
So
Yeah, they've outshot them 11 to well, yeah, it would be 11 to 2 right now. If my math is correct, without taking off my shoes.
Well, we get the fingers out here. We'll add it up in a second.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Maddie Nelson here in the face-off circle, and I'll tell you what, there's a win
blast.
there.
West Fargo shot goes just wide.
Yeah. Would have been a good opportunity. LOTHSPEICH could have got a little bit better wood on that.
They're able to dump the puck in, but unable to control. And there's another Blizzard player with it, looking to clear the zone, and she does. Puck hits the official. You got to watch out. Nobody knows where it is.
Stuck
in the pan. There you go.
Yeah, the old hitting the puck drill. Got caught with it on that one. That's where they blew the whistle.
Yep. Everyone's looking around. Nobody knows where the puck is. Somebody check your shirt, check your pants. That's exactly what happens.
Yeah. Earlier in the year, West Fargo did beat Bismarck 3-0. So I'm sure there's a little payback thinking here, and then they beat him 4-0. So they beat him twice, 3-0 and 4-0.
Which is why that goal was so important for Bismarck.
Yeah.
Not only to get the first goal of the game, but maybe a little psychological.
Right, to get a goal finally, I'm sure, is a big adjustment for them just to get that lead here and put Packers on their heels, obviously.
Playing the team that you've played twice and been able to get anything going offensively, and now you've got the first goal of the game, your first goal of the year against West Fargo.
Well, there's always some people that say you can't, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a year, and you keep, hearing that. I don't know if I agree with that, but some people like to play that against you. If you've got 2 wins, if you're the team that hasn't won, you're obviously playing that up a lot. So
it's hard to beat a team, period. Any time of the year, any sport, it's hard to get a win, which is why every win is so celebrated, because they're tough. But you're right, when you have success over a team once, twice, even 3 times in some instances, and you're expecting that team to make some changes.
Right. And they've done a good job. They wanted to keep the game tight, and they did that in the first period. West Fargo probably wishes they had a better start.
Great stick work there. That one's turned away.
Big rebound. Nice save. Nobody picked up anybody,
Great stick work by Brianna Flynn. Her shot creates a rebound. And just like that, how about it? 2-0 Bismarck. Big-time goal.
Yeah. But this goal is a rebound. West Fargo hasn't got any rebounds. Here's the replay. Puck hits Klug. She's down there, and this girl just tees it up and fires it top shelf. I mean, that was a nice rebound. You can see it right here. It'll be a great replay shot. Right over her, top shelf. That was a nice shot. Yeah, going down, barely get it, and it was a great goal.
I believe HAYLEY Springen gets that goal.
Yeah.
Great stick work by Brianna Flynn.
Yep. Oh.
Brianna Flynn certainly making that one happen. You saw the fancy stick work. She was able to control the puck, keep it on the blade, circled around a couple of Packer defenders, fired a shot, and right on the doorstep, HAYLEY Springen, and
got the rebound.
They're up 2-0. And how will the Packers respond as Bismarck looks to take command of this game?
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, we talked about it earlier. West Fargo hasn't gotten a rebound yet. They just haven't had a lot of net presence around there. And you got to give credit to Bismarck for playing that way. And you got to give credit for Blair, the goaltender, who's been equal to the task every time they get a chance. I mean, it's and they're forcing that top line for West Fargo to go 200 feet an awful lot. And it's been a good game by. Coach Cashman has to be very, very happy right now with the way things are going.
Every shot that Blair sees, she's able to smother up, keep the rebound either dead center or puts the glove on it, causes the whistle to blow, and everyone gets the reset. She's certainly been playing well. And Lee Timmerman alluded to this, that they were getting outshot in their semifinal game. They were having some problems, but she kept staying in it, in it. Her teammates were able to get the goal and send it to the state championship game, and here they are with a 2-0 lead over West Fargo in the second period with about 4 minutes to go. Turnover. Packers pick this one up in the corner. Throw it out in front. Nobody's home. Big time blast. That one's turned away.
Saw it the whole way.
And that puck is cleared, and Bismarck looking for an opportunity, but the Packers have it now, and here they come. Headed the other way, and that one
got a little bit too close.
TORI Holland.
Nice block by Bismarck.
The defenseman for the Packers ran up and got her shot, TORI Holland. Turnover, and here's another opportunity for the Packers. Potential 3-on-2, big-time blast. That's turned away. Blocked, actually, by Michaela Montgomery. She got in the way of that one. As the Blizzards certainly doing everything they can on defense. We mentioned this in the first period. Sticks, legs, just throw your body in front of that puck and make a sacrifice for the team. They've certainly done that so far.
But just like with the first goal they got, you keep the puck in that end, good things can happen, and that's what's happening. I mean, right now, West Fargo hasn't really had a lot of pressure or sustained pressure down in that end, which is kind of played into Bismarck's way for their first goal. And then the rebound goal, I mean, Springer did a nice job stepping right into that thing and zapping that thing off. Boy, Springer did a great job with that.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, it sure was.
Opportunity now. Here comes Jessie Binstock. Skating in, trying to get to the puck first. Mixing up in the corner. She's unable to come up with it, and the Packers control.
Here goes Cron.
Bismarck certainly clogging up the center ice, too.
Yeah, they're just not clicking right now, and I think that you got to give credit to Bismarck for staying in the middle of the ice and forcing things. And, you know, like here they are, this whole line, top line here, they got to go 200 feet again. You know?
Yeah, but if you're just tuning in, joining us, this isn't a what's wrong with West Fargo game.
Right.
This is a what's going right and what's Bismarck doing type of game. They're certainly controlling this game, taking everything away from the Packers, and they're playing incredibly well.
But that's why you have tournaments, and that's why you have playoffs, and that's what makes it interesting here. You know, I've been on both ends of these things here where you just start squeezing it a little bit more, and you can see West Fargo is just starting to press a little bit. And now it seems like that clock is going so fast, and I'm sure Bismarck's looking at it. Why can't that thing isn't going faster?
Tick, 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 tick. We talked about you being on both sides. You coached at Fargo North, coached the boys hockey team. You were able to win 2 state titles there, but you lost one before you could reach the promised land, and that might have been your best team.
It probably was our better team, and that's what happens sometimes. And then, you know, the year that we won in '82, we had Bill By play out of his head. He had a great tournament. And just like what the goaltender Blair is doing for Bismarck, and it was a tournament we probably shouldn't have won, but it was a case in point. You had players that played very well in front of Bill, and Bill had a very good state tournament. So, you know, like Todd Grellum played on our team, Jackson Grellum's dad, and, you know, talking about that, it's been a tough week for that family with Todd Grellum and Jackson Grellum. Todd Grellum lost his father here on Thursday morning at 6 in the morning. And, you know, that's tough. The kid played through the tournament, and he had a very, very good tournament here, you know, so it's a real credit. And Bob Grellum is like Fargo North. I mean, his coffin should be in blue and gold, to be honest with you. He's been Fargo North for many years.
Definitely heard all the messages and texts and well wishes to the family that was passed along here at the state tournament.
Great family, and he was, you know, a lot of people say that, but he was a great, great person, and it's, you know, a tough one.
Big time shot for Bismarck, turned away by Klug, had some steam on that one.
Boy, big time.
As Brianna Flynn has certainly had an outstanding period, and here's another opportunity. That shot's knocked down out in front. Flynn can't corral it. She's certainly been all over the ice.
Backbreaker right there.
Final 35 seconds of the second period. Bismarck with a 2-0 lead over West Fargo. Turnover in the slot. Shot fired high. Rebound. Knocked down. Klug able to hold on to that one. Packers getting a little bit sloppy with the puck in their own end.
You know, they're starting to press a little bit, and what happens when you get behind, it's like you're trying to score, especially when you're behind 2-0. You're trying to make that perfect shot, you know what I mean? And when you take a look at it, you got to just focus in, let her rip, you see it, shoot it, and then hope for the best. And right now they're pressing a little bit.
Most definitely. That shot was Jessie Binstock. She was the player for Bismarck that was able to get the steal on the shot. And the Packers are just trying to get into the intermission with a 2-goal deficit, not a 3-goal deficit. Bismarck dumps it in the zone. 5 seconds to play now. Bismarck or West Fargo gets a shot on goal here. Big blast, and
nice.
Of course, there's Blair to turn that one away. Not sure that one would have counted
anyway. Saw it all the way.
Bismarck showing their love to Blair. She's made all the saves so far that she needs to make. 19 shots for the Packers, 19 saves for Kennedy Blair. She's doing her job for sure, and so is the Bismarck offense. They are up 2-0 in this state championship game over West Fargo. Definitely. Coach Cashman's obviously got to be pleased going into the second intermission of this one. John Cole standing by with Coach.
You're really happy. Club shut them out in the first period, and bingo, 2 goals here in the second.
Yeah, you know, our whole key was to kind of slow them down in the first period. We've had a real tough time against them this year. We've given up 6 goals in the first period, and so our game plan was, let's get through the first period and go play hockey. And I tell you what, Michaela Montgomery, she was a forward until this year. She went back and played defense. I guess she's trying out for next season and wants to go up and play in the crease or something. But that got us rolling, and we needed that big time because this goalie's the best goalie in the state, and we needed to get the first one. So it's a long game. These guys can score 2 goals in about 2 seconds. So we'll see if we can keep it going.
And your goalie's doing an outstanding job too.
Yeah, you know, she's young enough. She doesn't know any better. You know, she's a freshman, and we just told her to play her game, and you know what? Just keep the puck in front of you, and you know, she's great. The best thing about her is she worries about the next save. If one goes in the net, she just worries about the next one. So she's doing her job, and maybe we'll tell her, you know, it's the state championship after the game.
That's exactly right. Thank you for the visit. Appreciate it. All right, gentlemen.
Thank you, John. And you're right, Michaela Montgomery crashing the net. Look at that, showing the offensive skills. Saying, hey, coach, you might want to move me up. Tired of playing on the back end. I want to score some more goals. Great job.
You know what? And great. You know, great comment about the goaltender, Blair. They'll probably tell her she's playing for a state championship afterwards because she would get too nervous if she knew it. You know, and that's probably true. So it's been you know, everything's went Bismarck's way, and they deserve it. They've been playing very, very disciplined, smart hockey away from the puck.
Most definitely 2-0 Bismarck Blizzard after 2. We'll be back with more of the state hockey tournament after this.
This is the second intermission of the girls' championship game, and it is brought to you by Nodak Mutual Insurance, proud supporter of North Dakota Athletics. Well, after 0-0 in the first, Annie Cashman said, hey, let's let the girls go out and play some hockey in that second 17-minute segment, and the Blizzards certainly did, scoring twice. Of course, maybe the unexpected goal there from Michaela Montgomery, unassisted. That's the first goal that West Fargo has allowed in this tournament. I take that back. It's the first goal that Bismarck has scored against Klug. She gave up 2 yesterday, so they finally solved her in net. And then Haley Springen and Brianna Flynn, as they have so many times this year, one assisting the other. Springen with the goal. That came at 11:28, and Flynn with the assist on that one to make it 2-0 Bismarck. So Bismarck is leading West Fargo after 2. The Bismarck Blizzard, a co-op of the 3 Bismarck high schools. Of course, it's Bismarck High, Century, and St. Mary's. And up until just a couple of years ago, Mandan was also part of the Bismarck Blizzard, but the Braves have gotten their numbers up a little bit and have gone on and had their own program. So Mandan has a program of its own to go along with the 2 teams now in the Bismarck-Mandan capital city area. Well, one of the reasons that the Williston Coyote girls hockey team made it back here to the state tournament was the play of a talented student athlete by the name of Sam Miller. And tonight, with the help of John Cole, we get the chance to meet her.
As only a sophomore, Williston defenseman Sam Miller was named to the All-State team. This year, she built on that campaign. As one of the top offensive defensemen in the state, she found the back of the net 14 times with 4 assists. But most important, guided a very young Williston team with young goaltenders back to the state. She loves the game.
I love the team part of it the most. I think that our team, especially this year, is just a family, and you can come to the rink every day knowing that everyone's going to be there having a good time.
Well, you know, Sam is pretty consistent out there on the ice. She's one of our strong players. She sees the ice real well, and that's a big part of the game is, you know, having a good defenseman back there that sees the ice, has a good hockey IQ, and be able to make plays and just and do it consistently.
I think that each year I grow more and more knowing that you have to come out and work harder every day to achieve your goals.
Better skating, that type of thing?
Yeah, better. My skating's gotten better, my shooting's gotten better, accuracy, everything's gotten better.
Not only is the likable Miller a standout in hockey, but in the fall a member of the Williston swimming and diving team, a winner in the pool as well, and all-stater.
Swimming is a completely different sport. It's individual, and I love knowing that I can control how the race ends up.
Once again, you're a competitor, so it's just you.
Yes, exactly, and I can't blame it on anyone else. It's completely my fault if I have a bad race, and I can take that responsibility.
And with all of that, you also do very well in the classroom, so how do you pull all that off?
I think that I get good grades because I know I have to. Basically, to stay on the team, I don't want to get suspended. It's basically, I know I have to do good, so I do.
A simple formula that works for this Kaya. In Williston, John Cole for the NBC North Dakota Sports Network.
Thank you very much, John. That's a look at Sam Miller. The Bismarck Blizzard started the regular season, and again, Annie Cashman in her first year, a little bit slow. In fact, there was 3 losses right off the bat, and they were to Jamestown, South Davies, and to West Fargo. Then it was a little bit of a back and forth, a 4-game win streak in there, and then at one point in the season, Bismarck was 4-4. Well, since the 4-4 part of the year, the Blizzard have won, counting the 2 games in this tournament, 13 of their next 15 games, so 13-2. Who were the 2 losses to in that really good stretch? Grand Forks. Who did the Blizzard beat yesterday in the semifinals? Grand Forks. Who was the other loss to? Well, that was the one that Dave mentioned, that second game, 4-0 to West Fargo, which is who the Blizzard are leading right now. So we are in our second intermission. One more period of regulation hockey to play in our girls' championship game, and this second intermission is brought to you by Nodak Mutual Insurance. So we'll be right back to the route. It's the Nodak Mutual Insurance period break, and it's our second intermission of the girls' championship game, and a little extra for the fans here at Ralph Engelstad Arena. The laser light show going on behind me, and of course the non-blinking lights. That's Dan Brown and I up here in the crow's nest. But West Fargo right now needing to score at least 3 times to keep the winning streak going. The Packers have won 7 in a row after opening the season on a 16-game winning streak. But they got some work to do, don't they, guys?
You bet they do.
Most definitely. If the Packers want to get this one, they've got to get it going offensively in the third period. We talked a little bit during the break, Dave, about how it seems that they panicked a little toward the end of the second period, and that certainly favored Bismarck.
Yeah, it did. You know, and you got to give credit to Bismarck. They're playing a frustrating game. I think Coach Gassman said it best, is that in the first period, we just wanted to make sure we kept it close and kept it tight. They were happy that it was 0-0 after the first period. For West Fargo, I'm sure wanted to get something going, but they didn't come out as well, and that's a huge credit to Bismarck the way they did that.
Let's take a look now at the stats from the second period. Stats are brought to you by North Dakota certified seed producers. Proven quality, superior performance for greater profitability. Bismarck cashing in on their 2 quality chances.
Right.
And of course, but look at the shots on goal, 15-6. Yeah. West Fargo peppering Blair with shots, but she's coming up big so far.
But they haven't really gotten a lot of great second chances, not 1 second chance, and that's, you got to give credit to the defensemen for Bismarck. They're clearing out, and then they're letting Blair see the shot, you know, and that's the way you want to do it. You let your goaltender see the first one, and we'll make sure there's no second shots.
The defense for Bismarck is certainly on the doorstep, clearing away all the loose pucks and cashing in on the offensive zone as well. Yep. Michaela Montgomery coming up with a big-time goal. Let's take a look at the second period highlights. Here's the first one off the rebound. Michaela Montgomery crashed the net. She picks up the big-time goal, and then we mentioned the stick work there.
Rebound. Yep.
There's the rebound.
Yep.
Next thing you know, it's 2-0 Bismarck. And here's another opportunity.
Nice.
Klug was able to hold on to that one, but another turnover, and then West Fargo's opportunity here, and Blair smothering the shot, keeping all the rebounds away.
Yep, anytime she stops it and just jumps on the rebound.
It's been a great game so far, 2-0 Bismarck. Coming into the third period, we're going to take a break now. We'll be back with more from the state championship after this. North Dakota State High School Championship. Welcome back to the 2013 North Dakota Girls High School State Championship. Let's take a look at the shot chart from the second period for these 2 teams. You mentioned West Fargo shots on goal, getting tons of shots.
Yep.
Unable to get any rebounds whatsoever, though, as Bismarck sweeping them away and Blair's making the save and smothering those as well.
Those rebounds.
Bismarck's opportunities, well, they're coming right in front of the net, and they cashed in on 2 big ones.
Yep. 1 rebound, and the rebound, it seemed like it came off the glass or something. It hit, I don't know what bounced out like that, but bounced lucky for them and opportunistic for them. And plus, there hasn't been a penalty called against Bismarck, so you can't see West Fargo's power play, which I'm sure is very potent.
That is their bread and butter this year, certainly. Matter of fact, HAYLEY Walsh has made a killing on the power play for the Packers this year, as you might imagine.
Yeah.
But the bounce on the boards that produced the first goal was certainly a funky one. It's something we've been warning the viewers of during this tournament, certainly all day yesterday. And of course, today that the boards have a strange bounce to them here at the Ralph.
Yep.
Certainly been taking some funny bounces, and that one actually hurt West Fargo in a big, big break for Bismarck.
Well, it's a fast bounce off the boards, but I think that what happened is that Zamboni door, wherever the Zamboni goes out, a lot of times you can have something sticking out a little bit, and it looks like that's what it accidentally hit. So
definitely, and now the Packers are away with the puck, gaining some speed here, coming around. Kelly Cron unable to get a clean shot on net, though.
But they're not getting a lot of support to each other, whoever has the puck, if that makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
With the puck right here.
Shots
Another
knocked
block.
down by Bismarck. And if you're just tuning in for the third period of this one,
there it
opportunity
is.
out in front, swept away.
But just not on her forehand. You know, it was in a bad spot. She was kind of handcuffed. She just couldn't get good wood on it.
That one smothered up. If you're just tuning in, you see Bismarck up 2-0. They're doing it both ways, folks. They're getting tons of blocked shots, picking some pockets, getting some steals. The defense has been there all night long for Bismarck. Packers trying to find an offensive answer.
Yeah, the puck's been just kind of bouncing every time it's been for West Fargo. They just haven't been able to get a handle on it for the rebounds, and the defensemen have done a good, frustrating job for Bismarck.
There's another block shot.
Yeah,
exactly what we're talking about. And Brianna Flynn skates away with it, the playmaker for Bismarck today. Dumps that one in, and they'll change it up.
Making them go 200.
Another turnover for the Packers.
They're just not clicking. They're just you got to give credit to Bismarck. They're just frustrating them, and passes aren't clicking for them, and but it all had to do with the start. In these tournaments like this, if you have kind of a fishy start and you don't play very well, and gives more confidence to the underdog, which is what we're seeing. And you'd have to say that Bismarck is probably an underdog going into this game.
I think most people would agree. Obviously, everybody other than Bismarck would probably agree with that. It's a 0-0 score in the first period.
She's been all over the ice, Haley has.
Looking for make a pass, finds a player, opens the circle, fires a shot. Hit a
big
skate.
one.
That one's deflected just wide. Another block by Bismarck.
Another there's best chance of this period.
Agreed. It comes in again. Another opportunity. That one stick to side by Blair. As the Packers starting to buzz a little bit offensively now. That one's held in by Courtney LOTHSPEICH. Fires it back in again, back behind the Bismarck net.
Defenseman pinches in real nice there for West Fargo. Holland came in and pinched, saw the puck coming around the boards. Nice job.
LOTHSPEICH did the same on the near boards. Both of them playing pretty well today, and we'll have an icing.
I'm sure Bismarck could care less if they even get a shot on goal. They just want to make sure that they don't give up any odd man rushes, no rebounds, and that's what they've been doing.
They definitely weren't nervous. You don't want to make it sound like that. When you have a 2-0 lead in the third period, you want that clock to run as fast as possible.
Yep. You try not to watch it because it moves slower when you watch it.
It's easier to say up here in the booth, but you're right. You're right. Battle now along the benches, and Bismarck picks it up. Dangerous pass there, and that one gets away to center ice.
Maddie Nelson gets it in deep, and obviously that's what they're trying to do, get some forecheck going. Here we go. There it is.
Out in front. That's a loose puck on the doorstep. No one's getting the rebound.
But look at all 5 Bismarck players right there battling, controlling to make sure there's no rebound. Great team support.
Telling Kenny Blair, hey, great job. We appreciate it. Keeping West Fargo off the board.
Thank you to them, and also thank you to our tournament sponsors.
Definitely no garbage allowed by Bismarck. Certainly heard that term before. You're going to clean the garbage up from the front of the net.
I'm sure they wish they could get sign of a garbage, greasy goal somehow right now, and that's what West Fargo's hoping for. And you're not going to get it unless you hit the net and crash the net, get guys screening, tipping, doing some of those dirty things. It's not fun to be out in front of that net, taking a beating like that from the opposing team's defense, but they're going to have to do it if they want to get a goal here.
Got to get something some way, and if you look up and you have no goals in the third period, it's time to do something different maybe.
Right, yeah, they're going to have to do that. You're not going to get a tap-in goal here. The way Bismarck's playing right now, they're going to have to get it on net, get a greasy goal by getting a rebound and just getting their noses dirty, and Bismarck's been doing a great job playing defensively.
And that shot's thrown in and held on to by Walsh, held on to by Blair. And as a coach, you mentioned you want to have a game plan going into it. You hope things have been working for you well all season. at what point do you say, okay, we got to go to plan B or maybe plan C?
Well, I think they're going to have to start pressing. And right now, they're going to have to start maybe pinching their D, and you might give up an odd man rush, meaning that the puck squirts by them, and you give up a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2. And, you know, just a lot of positive encouragement right now. Hey, we've been here before. We can score some goals.
Puck,
there it is.
That's a strange bounce. Hit a stick, came right back out. Heads up play by Kennedy Blair.
But they just weren't there right on time. You know what I mean? It was just one of those things. It just seemed like it's a step away from getting something like that.
Take a look at our Farmers Union Insurance. West Fargo gets a stick on that one, or skate. Yep, it pops right out. And heads up play. Kennedy Blair paying attention.
Yep. Springer was almost there to knock it home.
Unable to get a little bit lucky, and maybe that's what West Fargo needs at this point in time, because Bismarck, to this point, is playing a perfect hockey game.
Right, they are. They haven't given up a goal, so that's obviously good on them. And it's not like they're getting outshot, but it's not like they're getting out, you know, just like a ton. You know, it's only 22-13 right now, shots on goal.
And the West Fargo shots are coming in flurries. They'll get 2 or 3 in a row. There's the one on the doorstep. Unable to bang home the rebound.
Was that close?
That was their best opportunity so far.
Right there.
Sitting on the doorstep. Kelly Cron could not get the goal, and I know she wants that one back.
Big time.
Wide open net in front of her. She couldn't get enough stick on it.
I think she was surprised that it hit right there.
She comes up with the steal, though. Dumps it into the puck. Kelly Cron still skating hard. Not too disappointed. There's more hockey to be played here.
There's a lot of game left. You know, they don't have to press right now. I mean, anything can happen here. They just got to keep buzzing, getting shots on goal like they did right there. Just missed it. They're right there. They're getting pretty close here. But, you know, the way Blair's playing, and now they're getting some traffic in front of the net. So, you know, they're picking it up a little bit. I think the only thing that I'd be concerned about if I was Bismarck right now is they're trying to play like too much of a defensive funk, and just, you know, you got to play some offense. You got to get the puck deep. You got to play a little offensively a little bit more right now.
We'll see if they can snap out of that. You don't want to get too conservative, always a concern.
Yep.
But West Fargo's certainly picking up the intensity on the offensive end. Started with that funky bounce that they had. Here's another opportunity potentially for the Packers. That one swept aside by Blair. Started with that funky deflection that came right back out into the crease.
I don't know what it hit back there. You know, I haven't seen the replay that far back, but it had to hit something in there, and it bounced right out in front for them. You know, unfortunate for Bismarck, and they're Johnny on the spot right there.
Yep, and Packers aren't able to hold the zone, and they'll have to reset. 2-0 in the third period of this state title game. Packers are trying to find a way to take home their second state title, while Bismarck knocking on the door of their third. Control the
first
puck.
Line out for here's
a turnover.
Cron.
Big chance on the side, trying to go high.
Tough angle to score from there.
Rebound, Cron's up, she's tripped up.
Oh, nice block by the Bismarck D.
We still have a clean
another
game.
face-off. Yeah,
puck goes into the bench. We saw Cron hit the ice.
Gives a chance for Bismarck to change, get fresh bodies out there. You know, Pat Johnson decides to leave his troops out there. His first line, a big scoring line. That's what they relied on, and we talked about that at the start of the game. It's kind of Bismarck's team defense and their whole team versus this first line that's been doing a lot of scoring for them, and they've relied on that scoring an awful lot.
Certainly been waiting on that magic, and here comes Bismarck, hoping to get a 3-goal lead here in the third period. But the way their defense is playing, that one might be huge. But you never count out the Packers and their high-powered offense. All it takes is, as we mentioned, 1 bounce, 1 goal,
I think
one opportunity.
Yep. You can't score 2 goals in 1 shot, so you got to just make sure you just keep going to the net, get it done. Here she is, HAYLEY Walsh. We've noticed her a lot.
What a move. Tries to split the D, but Bismarck gets the stick on it, breaks that one up. Can't always be 2 players at once.
No.
But it's worth the shot when you got skills like HAYLEY Walsh. That shot
right
goes
through.
high over.
That one was one of the few ones that went through where Bismarck didn't get a chance to block it.
Opportunity from out. Look for a pass. There's no one there. It's now Bismarck has it. And they're still trying to, as you mentioned, take seconds off the clock.
Yep.
Not exactly milking it yet, but keeping an eye on it. Tick, 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 tick. Under 10 minutes now to go as West Fargo tries to get something going toward the net. Here's a steal. A little bit of a collision there. And we'll have an icing.
I thought.
We're going to take a break here in the third period of the state championship game. Bismarck 2, West Fargo none. More hockey when we return. It's time for the Farmers Union Insurance Fan Cam. Farmers Union Insurance, premier partner of the North Dakota High School Activities Association, and the fans just got done doing the Harlem Shake. I'm sorry that you folks missed that. It was great fun watching the students jump around. But they're still into this one. Both teams trying to will their, or both fan bases trying to will their teams to a little bit more here in the third period. Packers unable to hold the zone there. Bismarck now with it along the near boards. Whiffs on it, and here's an opportunity now maybe for West Fargo. Chance in the shot, shot knocked down. Just can't get clear shots, and when they do, there's no traffic in front of the net.
Doing a nice job with their sticks, Bismarck is.
There's always a body in front, and the Packers are just trying to hold on. And now, look out, here's a chance for Bismarck. Shot fired over the crossbar, rebound, and a goal! Guess who? Number 23.
Well, interesting how that bounce came off. Usually when it hits the glass like that, it goes around, but it bounced right out for them. Fortunate bounce. You had a turnover in the West Fargo zone, and they couldn't gain it. Next thing you know, it bounces right out for them. So you'll see the replay here.
The Farmers Union Insurance replay. Brianna Flynn all over the ice.
Thought it was going around the net like most of the time it would, and it just hit something. They've had a couple of goals like that for Bismarck, and you got to give them credit. They had good net presence to be there, and you know, that was a heck of a shot by Bismarck's Binstock.
I tell you what.
And then Flynn was Johnny on the spot for the rebound, you know?
Yep.
So
making defensive plays, stick handling, setting up other teammates, scoring goals herself.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brianna Flynn has had a day here at the state hockey tournament.
Sure has.
Now West Fargo trying to use some speed to get into the zone. Shake chance out in front. Shot goes just through. The pass goes through, and that shot skates just wide.
Wow.
That one got through without being knocked down. Shot from the point by TORI HOLLAND.
Brianna Flynn, Jesse Binstock for Bismarck Blizzard's third goal, coming at 8:14 in the third period.
And the Packers are running into bodies after bodies after bodies. It's got to be frustrating. You can't find space.
No.
Seen a couple games like this at the state hockey tournament where it's just the defenses are clogging everything up and you can't find room to do anything.
Bismarck's been opportunistic whenever they've had their chance. They've had a rebound, or they've had some good bounces.
14 shots, 3 goals for the Blizzard. Getting outshot, but all that matters is how many you can put in the net.
Right.
Bismarck's up 3-0 here in the third period with 7:21 to go.
You know, Bismarck's no slouch. I mean, they're 15-7 for a reason. You know what I mean? They got beat by West Fargo twice, but I'll tell you what, they've had a good year. They've beaten everybody in the state except West Fargo, but West Fargo's probably beaten everybody too. So, you know.
It's no David versus Goliath matchup. We mentioned West Fargo would be the favorite based off of the record, based off of their success against Bismarck, of course. 2 shutout wins over the Blizzard during the regular season, but things are a little bit different come tournament time. It's not exactly the regular season.
Well, I think in these games here, your first goal are so huge because it just gives the team that scores and some more confidence. And obviously now the other team's pressing. They got to score 2 goals to win. You know, so there's a little bit more urgency on that, and that's what we've seen with West Fargo here when they got behind.
Now West Fargo's behind even a little bit more. Trying to find out what they're made of exactly. Things have come to them a little bit easier than they have tonight so far this season. They've had some success. Scored a ton of goals, as we've already told you. They've got a big goose egg on the scoreboard now, thanks in large part to the goal play of Kennedy Blair for the Bismarck Blizzard and the defense played by Bismarck too. Here's another opportunity, top of the circle for West Fargo. Shot sails just high.
They talked about hitting the net.
They crashed.
Now they got it, but no rebound.
Shot turned away by Blair. That one's knocked down. Opportunity in the slot.
Oh, nice save. Huge save by Blair. That'll be the toughest save she's had today.
She's definitely locked in right now.
Yeah.
West Fargo's certainly buzzing. They're not giving anything up. They're looking for every opportunity they can. Another shot sticked away by Blair, and she knocks that one away as well.
Getting a little bit going. West Fargo, I mean, Bismarck needed to ice the puck. They did the right thing. Let's get a face-off and regroup. 6 minutes left.
Let's take a break here. 6 minutes to go in this one. Will Bismarck hold on? We'll find out next. Welcome back to the Brianna Flynn Show here for Bismarck. She's certainly putting on a clinic in net with a big pad save on this rebound here. Her biggest save of the game.
Nice toe, good leg save. There it is again. Yep, nice flexibility by her, I'll tell you that. Oh,
shot goes just wide. That one comes all the way around to the other side, held in by TORI Holland.
There's somebody open, standing right out in the back door. HAYLEY was right back there, and they just couldn't get it to her. She was all alone out in front of the net. It would have been a breakdown by Bismarck, but they just couldn't get it through.
Look out now, and Brianna Flynn taken down. What we have here looks like an offside.
Yep. Another face-off. The more they can do that, better it is for Bismarck. They just don't want to get any flow going in that game for West Fargo, and they've been doing that right now.
I'll tell you, come tournament time or playoff time, hockey's a very, very simple game. No need to make it too difficult. You get strong goaltending, solid defensive play in the neutral zone, you get timely goals. And certainly Bismarck's
going to coach Jamal. That's all you got. You got to figure it out.
I think I got a future in this business. But certainly Bismarck's been able to do all that today.
Yeah, they have. No question.
West Fargo with an opportunity. Backhand goes just wide.
I mean, they have been able to get on net. Bismarck's been there to cover up people and pick off people for any rebounds. So they've been doing a nice job.
A couple of big-time plays by
Think about it. They've gotten one shot on goal here in this period. And they got a goal, but it was a big breakdown where West Fargo turned over the puck.
Yep. Yep. And it took a strange bounce, and they were able to put it in. Another opportunity, possibly West Fargo. Backhand attempt. Saved by Kennedy Blair.
Yep, nice job by Wangan. Chelsea Wangan came in and made a nice cut to the front of the net, but Blair was there equal to the task.
Big-time opportunity here for score!
Wow.
Kennedy Agnes.
I think that caught Klug off guard. Yep.
Definitely.
Agnes, and that was a nice shot. Top shelf over her glove.
Big-time goal there, and Bismarck puts another one on the board. They're up 4-0 here in the third.
Great shot. Top shelf. Look at that. Looked like it fluttered a little bit. You
did
see
flutter.
that?
Might not have got it cleanly. Did take a
Look
little
here.
bit of a flutter.
You can see the replay here. It just kind of flutters a little bit, and I think it caught, you know, I think it went below her glove. I think she went above it, and
big time snipe.
Well, Pat Johnson's called a timeout, and yeah, look at that. It just fluttered a little bit.
Kennedy picking up her 10th goal of the year.
Yep.
She'll remember that one.
Wishes that she had that again. You know, I mean, it was just one of those things where it was kind of like fluttered and threw her off. I think she thought it was going to go a little bit harder and a little bit higher. And the puck had eyes, as they say.
For sure, for sure. Smiles on the Bismarck bench. They're hoping they can hold this one on the West Fargo bench. They're saying, hey, let's get it together. We still have time. We got plenty of time with 4:40 to go. But
a lot of crazy things can happen, boy. You wonder if they're even going to try to pull their goalie here. You know, you might try to do that. I mean, you got to score 4 goals. If you're just going to try to play the way you've been playing, you got to maybe do something, you know. Dean Blaze at North Dakota, I know what he'd be doing right now. He'd be playing without a goalie. He probably would have pulled his goalie at the 7-minute mark, knowing Dean.
And what's they say, what's the difference between losing 5-0 or 4-1 or 4-0?
I agree with that philosophy completely. I pulled them early to it, but sometimes you can eat crow on it because they'll get a lucky bounce and they'll score, and then they'll go, why'd you pull the goalie so early? Well, you know what? Yeah, that's true.
Right.
But I'd rather have, I've seen times where you wish you could pull the goalie and you can't get them off the ice because they get it in your end and they eat up a lot of time. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see what kind of strategy Pat has here.
HAYLEY Walsh hoping to get some magic going for the Packers. Certainly the player that West Fargo wants with the puck on her stick in this moment right now. 90 points on the year. Trying to get 91 at least and start there. But certainly Bismarck is making it tough. There's an opportunity poked away by Blair.
Yep, nice job.
Bismarck is away with it. And they will change it up. Get some fresh skaters out there on the ice.
What a credit to Blair and Bismarck defense to not give up a goal so far against this high-powered first line. I mean, that is a heck of an effort.
Definitely, definitely. At this point in the year, she's playing excellent hockey.
Springer.
With an opportunity, West Fargo.
See how they're just trying to get that perfect shot instead of shooting it and getting rebounds. You try to get in too close. You try to do that extra move instead of getting a shot, and it's just not going through. But you got to give credit, like I said, to Bismarck's defense have been playing very well. It was a nice stick check by them.
Kaylee Yenneman with the stick check there.
Yeah,
was a nice
great
poke check.
job.
Played the band pretty well and was able to knock that one away. 3:30 to go now. 4-0 Bismarck.
They got to take a chance. Yep.
Definitely.
They got to start stepping up with their D right now.
Dump and chase, and Chelsea Wangen is in there looking to tie that one up for West Fargo. That shot's knocked down by Bismarck. Just out in front, that puck goes up and over the net.
That's the way it's been for them.
Good opportunity, but they just couldn't get it in the net, and the bounce just didn't bounce their way there.
But they're letting West Fargo run around the perimeter. They're just taking away the middle of the ice, you know, which is what you want to do. Not
Big
one
time.
penalty called for this whole game. It's kind of a surprise.
Very much so, especially when you see that big-time hit that Bismarck just laid out there. Sage Barta getting a little physical here. Packers with the puck at the point, throwing it on net.
Another block.
Knocked down. Is that Barta? It sure is. Sage Barta's away with it, blocks the shot, picks it up, and now here she
She's
comes
got
with
some
some speed. Backhand
Oh.
and forehand. That puck's knocked away from her. She can definitely fly, and she's been making plays too. She's been a pest for West Fargo today. That shot is sticked aside by Andrea Klug. Pushing and shoving along the boards. Both players trying to pick up the loose puck. Bismarck does. That shot's deflected wide of the net. Just a little more than 2 minutes left in this game. Bismarck with a 4-0 lead, trying to pick up that third state championship. Packers still trying to get number 2. Trying to get goal number 1 here first.
LOTHSPEICH doing a lot of real estate carrying there, I'll tell you that. And she's tired. You can see that took a lot of effort from her. Another block.
Shot blocked.
Yeah.
Here comes the Blizzard with an opportunity now. They'll just dump it in, and their dump attempt is denied. And now they'll fire one high. So now you're right. You start looking at that goalie, wondering when West Fargo is going to pull, or if they will pull. And maybe they just
4 is a lot though too. You know what I mean? So I can understand why Pat doesn't do that. But you know, it's always interesting philosophies by everybody.
Now it's entering the final minute. You're right. It doesn't look like the goalie will be pulled, and Bismarck closing in on a state championship. Outstanding game played here by both teams today, but the Blizzard were able to get the bounces and were able to make the plays when they needed them to.
Yep.
And their fans are upstanding, cheering right now. They've got a sense for what's going on.
Yeah.
They understand what's happening here. Final seconds ticking away. Both teams still whacking at the puck. That one's out near center ice.
Well, this has been a good team win for Bismarck. I'll tell you what, Coach Cashman did a nice job, nice game plan, talking about like she did when we did the interview, saying that, you know what, we've got to make sure this thing stays close, which they did, and which we talked about key points of the game. Keep it tight, keep them to the outside, and that's exactly what they did, and stop the first line. Bismarck did all the objectives that they wanted to, and obviously a lot of that has to do with your goaltender.
And she is certainly not a freshman anymore. When you play all year and you have a state tournament like this, you lead your team to a state title. What a finish for the Bismarck Blizzard. They win 4-0, a shutout for Kennedy Blair in the state tournament game. You think she's going to remember this one for a while?
Big time.
Unbelievable, big time win for Bismarck. They win 4-0 in this one.
I think a lot of people would have been looking at that thinking, boy, oh boy, I can't believe that West Fargo has been shut out. But it happened against Warroad, but Warroad's a very good team, and this is a very good team against Bismarck. West Fargo shouldn't be ashamed. I mean, Bismarck played the perfect game that they could, and they did a great job.
The Packers won 23 games this year. They've certainly got nothing to hang their heads about. Advanced to the state championship game. Great, great career by Andrea Klug comes to a close tonight.
Oh, yeah. What a career she's had.
Unbelievable year for the Packers, but they do fall just short here. And it's interesting, 2 shutout victories for the Packers against Bismarck in the regular season. Things change around in the tournament as Bismarck gets the shutout win over West Fargo. And now one of the best traditions in sports, the handshake line after a game.
In hockey they do this, and I'll tell you what, it's a cool deal. And you mentioned Andrea Klug. I mean, she's up for Outstanding Athlete of the Year this year in Bismarck, and what a great job she's done. Think about it, 8th grade she's been playing here. But now you take a look, and here you have another girl coming up, Blair, and we've seen some young kids this year will she be the next one that could turn out to be as good as Andrea Klug was?
Potential changing of the guard here,
Yeah.
as you might say.
Right.
Andrea Klug says goodbye at West Fargo's.
Yep.
Well, her career on the ice at West Fargo, rather. And the state gets to say hello to Kennedy Blair. Those of you who have not seen her this year, well, you got to see what she can do right now. Unbelievable performance by the freshman, including that pad save.
Oh, big save.
And so she leads her team to a state championship.
Interviewing, I think it was going to be, is it Flynn?
Great year by Brianna, or great game by Brianna Flynn too.
Yeah.
Brianna Flynn had an outstanding year, and right now she's downstairs with John Cole. John?
Anna, you folks have just won the state title. How'd you pull it off?
It's hard work. You know what? We were behind each and every one of us. We believed in each other, and that's when you need to win. You need to have faith in everybody on your team, and that's what we did.
Got off to a very quick start. You were able to hold things. Second period, you pop some in, and things just roll from there.
Yeah, we knew we had to get on top of them first. We haven't scored on them the last 2 times, so we knew if we popped in that first goal, it was going to be hard for them to come back.
And a freshman backstopped you to a state title. Biggest game of the year, a freshman backstopped you to the title.
You know what? She's been great every game. You know, she comes up on every top game, and she comes up, she focuses every time, and we all have faith in her, and that's all we need.
Think about it. Grand Forks yesterday, West Fargo today.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling that you don't know until you get here. So.
You brought one home for the West, right?
Yes, it's about damn time.
Thank you for the visit. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, up to you.
Thanks a lot, John. An unbelievable night for Brianna Flynn. Was certainly doing it on defense and offense. And right now we're going to throw it down to the PA announcer for the awards presentation.
Taylor Tronvet and Brett Vick from Farmers Union Insurance. North Dakota High School Activities Association Board member Jim Rollinson, Activities Director of Jamestown. I would now like to introduce Matt Fetch, Assistant to the Executive Secretary of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Mr. Matt Fetch.
Thank you. Before I get to the awards, I'd just like to give a couple of thank yous. First of all, to Mark Rarick, the entire Grand Forks Tournament Committee. Thanks for everything this weekend and all the weeks leading up to it. Also want to thank Farmers Union Insurance, the premier partner of the North Dakota High School Activities Association, along with North Dakota National Guard, a supporting sponsor. And finally, a big thank you to NBC North Dakota for their continued support of high school activities. Thank you.
At this time, we'd like to recognize the 2013 North Dakota Girls Hockey All-Tournament team as selected by the media covering this year's tournament. Forwards, HAYLEY Walsh, West Fargo. Alex Wacken, Fargo South Davies. Forward, Haley Springen, West Fargo. Bismarck Century, correction. That's Bismarck Century, I apologize. Defense, Amber Schock, Jamestown. Defense, TORI Holland, West Fargo. The goalie, Kennedy Blair from Bismarck. And the MVP for the tournament, Kennedy Blair of Bismarck. The first award is for the 2013 North Dakota High School Coaches Association Hockey Coach of the Year. This award is voted on by the North Dakota girls hockey coaches throughout the state. The award will be presented by Bob Gillen, the North Dakota State hockey statistician. The 2013 North Dakota High School Hockey Girls Coach of the Year is Pat Johnson from West Fargo. Now we'd like to present the 2013 Powerade Senior Athlete of the Year Award. The award is presented by the North Dakota High School Coaches Association and is sponsored by Powerade of North Dakota. The finalists for this award are Andrea Klug from West Fargo and Amber Schock from Jamestown. Presenting the award is Mr. Bob Gillen, the North Dakota High School hockey statistician. This year's 2013 Powerade Senior Hockey Athlete of the Year is Amber Schock of Jamestown. Now let us honor the members of the participants in today's championship game. As your name is mentioned, please come forward to be recognized by the members of the North Dakota State High School Activities Association Board and Farmers Union Insurance. First of all will be the runner-up West Fargo Packers. The athletic trainers are Tom Peterson and Shannon Olson. Student assistant, Brittany Nathan. Statisticians, Kylie Bridle, Morgan Sterling, Courtney Sorleen, and now I will call on you numerically, please. The hockey players, number 1, Andrea Klug. Number 2, HAYLEY Walsh. Number 3, TORI HOLLAND. Number 4, Chelsea Wangan. Number 5, Kelly Cron. Number 6, Janie Sandoval. Number 7, Paige Lazarenko. 8, Rachel Monkman. 9, Kendall Haverland. 10, Allison Springer. Number 11, McKenna Ohm. Number 12, Noelle Turner. '13, Courtney LOTHSPEICH. 14, Kennedy Strom. 15, Megan Burginski. 16, Maddie Nelson. 17, Mackenzie Jeskowski. At number 30, Danielle Halderson. Coaching staff, head coach Pat Johnson. And assistant coach Darren Bardall. Now for the state champions, the Bismarck Blizzard. Number 2, Sammy Erickson. Number 3, Annie Dixon. Number 5, Taya Olson. Number 6, Bailey Wickie. Number 7, Sage Barta. Number 8, Michaela Montgomery. Number 9, Jessie Binstock. Number 10, Haley Springen. 11, Morgan Grinsteiner. Number 12, Greta Gilgee. (13) Kelsey Hall. 14, Kennedy Hagness. 15, Kylie Yeneman. 17, Abby Beeler. 20, Erin Kleberg. 23, Brianna Flynn. 25, Lauren Bischoff. 29, Kennedy Blair. 'Head coach, Annie Cashman. Assistant coaches, Bradley Jacobson, Dana Zander, Cassandra Caravu. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to the state champions, the Bismarck Blizzard. Now would the captain from the West Fargo Packers please come forward to accept your runner-up trophy. Now let's have the captains from the 2013 state champions, the Bismarck Blizzard, come forward to accept their North Dakota State Girls Hockey Championship for the year 2013. This concludes our awards ceremony, but congratulations to both teams on your performances in the year 2013 State High School Hockey Tournament.
Your 2013 state champions, the Bismarck Blizzard. What an unbelievable year, and we've got more to show you here. We'll return with your local Chevy dealer player of the game right after this.
You're going to be leaving us. If you're leaving, please drive carefully.
And no surprise, your local Chevy dealer player of the game, the goaltender, Kennedy Blair.
Nice save here, rebound there. Puck comes out. Nice job. She, you know, when you think about it, West Fargo attempted 50 shots and she had to make 28 saves. So, I mean, it was a great, she's the player of the game, but also it should really be the team defense for Bismarck. The way they played, Coach Cashman, they just played a great game plan, took away the middle of the ice, stopped that first line, which I thought wouldn't be done. I was hoping they could contain the first line. They stopped the first line, and a lot of it has to do with team defense and Blair.
Forget containment. Shut them down, put a big goose egg on the board. Blair was huge when she had to be when the shots finally got through. As you mentioned, there were tons of blocked shots all around for the Bismarck Blizzard, and what a year for them. Definitely the underdog in this game. Not an underdog in their own locker room, and not an underdog in the western part of the state for sure, but certainly a lot of people felt that this would be West Fargo's game to win. And
so it must be hard to beat a team 3 times.
That must be the formula. I think it's a little bit harder than we think it is. Bismarck Blizzard's a huge win. The state title goes back to the West.
Yep, it sure does. It's Bismarck's 3rd state title for girls hockey, you know, and a real credit to them, and something those girls remember for a lifetime.
After winning back-to-back state titles, the title does return. 05, 06. It does return back out west to Bismarck, and they're taking plenty of pictures.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a camera phone. Everybody's got a phone. No, get my camera, get my camera.
There you go.
We get a little tighter together. It's certainly something they'll remember. Who needs a picture when?
A lot of smiles.
Most definitely. And a little bit of tears in the West Fargo locker room, but
they had a great year. I mean, what a year. I mean, a lot of pressure going into this game, and Bismarck held them to 0 after the first period, and you could tell it was just a press after that of just getting it going. A lot of it is Bismarck just frustrated them good, and then got West Fargo thinking they had to make that perfect goal, where you take a look at Bismarck's goals, a couple of them were just interesting bounces that went their way, and next thing you know, they're state champs.
Brianna Flynn, a huge role in 2 of those bounces. She
Yep.
banged in the goal that kind of put the game away, and of course she had a shot that the rebound went right to, I want to say Michaela Montgomery. I don't remember if that was Montgomery's rebound goal, but
I think it was Springen that got the 1 goal out there, and it was a great
Springen got her
top
goal.
shelf. That was the second goal, which was really the backbreaker for West Fargo.
So great game for the team defense. Obviously, we talked about you got to feel good for her, and she gets the state title.
Yeah, I mean, and it was a great, for her to come out there and get her done when odds were against them. Obviously, favorite was West Fargo going in. They beat them both times, and you know, Bismarck got that first goal. You could just tell they hadn't scored in the other games, and this gave them that shot of confidence.
At this point in the year, I don't really believe there's any freshmen out there.
Right.
If you played all year by now, you're not really a freshman. I know we've been saying that Kennedy Blair is a freshman on the ice, but she's gone through this entire state tournament. She went through the whole regular season. She's no longer really, you know, bright-eyed freshman.
No.
But still, when you look at the roster and you go, okay, well, maybe she's not as experienced as a Andrea Klug, obviously a player of the year candidate. It's still very, very impressive to see that type of effort out of her team.
Well, I thought she was very, I mean, the way she moved in the net, she moved with a lot of confidence, and like we said, she never really had to stop any rebounds. I mean, the team defense was there. They just hung around the net, cleared the puck, and they made West Fargo play to the outside.
As a coach, when you see your players giving up their body like that, blocking shots, throwing sticks out there, just sliding, taking away, no matter the score, if you see your team giving up their body, how do you feel about that?
Well, I think you feel pretty confident. Like we talked earlier, 50 shots West Fargo took, and she only had to make 28 saves. So that kind of tells you an awful lot the way the team defense did. Plus West Fargo missed the net a couple times when they did have the chances. But I think they started pressing, and that was because of how West Bismarck was playing the game away for the puck.
Definitely talked about HAYLEY Walsh in West Fargo and what she was able to do.
Great
you
game by
mentioned
her.
West Fargo not able to put things, just finalize things, and Walsh had a great game skating up and down there. She had plenty of opportunities.
She played a great game. She was all over the ice. She did everything but score. You know what I mean? She did a lot of great things, but the puck just did not go her way.
Most definitely. And now the clock has started for the boys state tournament game. It'll be Grafton Park River and
the Spoilers.
Red River Rough Riders when we come back.